Time for that little update to see if TikTok's gonna ban me again. Ooh, I keep getting in trouble for reporting the truth. But I did that during all the North Carolina stuff. Everything I reported was true, and they totally banned my account. Totally banned my account. Only for 45 days later, every single thing that I said was true and came to light. TikTok, you really ought to go back and backtrack and get my account back. You really should. But anywho, we're going to touch on some news things this morning. Because, as you know, I kind of multitask. And I was sitting here doing my note stuff, and then I was working on some paperwork, and I had the news in my ear, and, I was kind of surfing on TikTok stuff too, and I heard a lot of stuff this morning. I got some tea. First cup of tea is, the Nancy Guthrie thing. Mama's still missing. And, even though all these children's missing too, but Mama's 84 years old, so we got to find her first, instead of finding infant children and little children and whatever. I digress. Anyways, now on the news, they're saying that they're using DNA. they're going to DNA. And guess what they want you to do?
All other leads seemingly are exhausted. Does this essentially look like approaching a 23andMe or an Ancestry.com style database, a large commercial one, and then seeing if there are any family matches to this unknown DNA?
They want everybody that's, got a family thing going with the Ancestry.com or whatever to like, do update stuff on your DNA. And if you haven't done the DNA and haven't qualified it, you might want to run your DNA just to see if maybe, down the line or something that, they can help find this criminal using everybody else's DNA. In other words, they want everybody's DNA. So they want you to come put your DNA in there. And I'm not doing that, but y'all can go ahead if you want to. Last thing I want to do is give the government my DNA. Not that they probably ain't got it somewhere stashed already, or even that it's worth it, but still, I'm not going to volunteer it. Because Lord knows what they might do with that. I just noticed I got a radar antenna sticking up today. I don't know if that's static cling or if that's my BS meter just shooting out radar waves this morning. We never know. Anyways, the second thing, Mexico's still on fire.
Another one just went off.
And folks is going crazy, and folks are, trapped there from America, kind of in their hotels and stuff. They can't leave because the airports is closed. So, everybody's kind of just there for right now. And, they caught the big gang leader guy and kind of him. So, Mexico's having a hissy right now. I don't really understand the whole thing of it, but anyway, Mexico's not a good place to go right now. So if you had a vacation and you're going to go there this week, you might want to put that off for a little bit. Because I don't think you're going to be able to get there from here right now. Just saying. And our little friend Billy Boy Gates is still on the move. He's a busy little old man, I'm going to tell you. He wants everybody else gone, but he thinks he's going to live forever. Don't he look a little old to y'all? I wonder what's going to happen when he goes. Or you think he's not going? Maybe he's one of those that's going to live forever because he's got that youthful thing going through his bloodstream. I don't know. But anyway, he's up to his old mess again. Except now he's wanting to tamper with the skies. Like they're not being tampered with enough already. I'm already trying to figure out how to do all my stuff hydroponically so that I can have food to eat that's not contaminated.
Bill Gates is now backing something called sun-dimming technology that would reflect sunlight out of the Earth's atmosphere.
Bill Gates is backing the first high-altitude experiment of one radical climate change solution, creating a massive chemical cloud that could cool the Earth, and it's highly controversial. It would look something like this. Thousands of planes would fly very high and use nozzles to inject millions of tons of light-reflecting particles into the stratosphere. It would create a thin chemical cloud of those particles around the whole planet, blocking some sunlight from reaching the surface. It would mimic a giant volcanic eruption, which we know cools the Earth.
Now, just to restate, Bill Gates is not God. This is not just over his yard in Seattle. This is over your yard.
And I hear Elon getting ready to put the Neuralink thing inside people's heads in 2026. Wonder what that's going to do. But anyway, here's what he's up to.
All right, take a look at this. Are you kidding me right now? Are you serious? Take a look at this. This is...
Then we got folks talking about the aliens. The aliens. I think they're demons, but, some folks call them aliens and, tomato, whatever, Anywho, they say Trump's dropping all the files on it. He done opened the book. Mainly because they say Obama opened his mouth.
President Trump says he is directing the government to release any files related to aliens and UFOs.
But, I don't know. But I'm kind of sus about all this stuff because, first we had the Epstein thing, and now all of a sudden they fix to drop the alien thing. And, Bill Gates is worried about trying to spray crap all up in the skies with the other dudes that's up there spraying crap up in the skies, like they're all trying to hide something. And, I'm waiting on the blue beam to jump out any day and have some big, ring-a-ding thing up in the sky twirling around. They telling us it's an alien when it's really just a big old picture on the screen of the sky. But anyway, while they saying the aliens might be coming back and all that, and they opening up the files and all that to prepare us for that, they gonna prepare us for it. I'm hoping that maybe they thinking that the rapture fixing to take place, and they gonna try and hide that. So if I disappear, I guarantee you it's not aliens, because if it was aliens, they bring me back. And of course, all y'all that's my friends know that they bring me back in about 15 minutes, because they know I ain't gonna shut up, because I ain't interested in flying no space saucer nowhere. So I just want y'all to know that if I disappear, it is not because of aliens. It will be because of Jesus, or because some government person got tired of me running my mouth and they took me out. And I ain't suicidal nothing either. I want to live. Ooh. But that's a little bit of your news today. I just thought I'd shoot y'all off a couple of tidbits before I had to go do some other stuff here. So I hope y'all have a great day and a blessed day. And remember, Jesus loves you. And if you ain't saved, you need to be. All right, real quick. Y'all have a great day. I love you. Bye.